When you're ready to ride Metro, we want you to know we're ready for you. Here are just a few of the people at Metro to tell you how we're doing our part to keep riders safe.
We're cleaning like never before with hospital-grade cleaning.
You'll find hand sanitizer stations all over the Metro.
No mask, no Metro. Need one? We have a few extras.
At Metro, we're doing our part to keep the D.C. area moving. Find out more at WMATA.com/doingourpart.
This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 1787. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. Today's show, to me, is an obvious one. It's the encouragement to search yourself online at the beginning of your search before it comes back to hurt you later on. After all, there's just so many things that go into a search. And as such, I just want to make sure that you get the best advice possible. It's why I do this show 7 days a week, why I also generate videos on YouTube at JobSearch.TV.com. By the way, subscribe over there too. You'll get notices whenever I release new information. And with that, let's get going. And I've done videos before talking about the importance of doing a Google search to look at how you're found online. But a couple of things have changed over the years. And the emphasis of that one was, the classic beer bong photo that people who were recent grads might be embarrassed by. But times have changed. I just want to update the comments or the content of that video. So the thing I want you to do is to do a Google search, but I want you to do it with Chrome and in incognito mode. So the way to do incognito is you right-click on the icon and you'll see an option that says New Incognito Mode. The reason I'm saying that is because you don't want to have all the personalization that you've created for yourself to affect the search. You want to search like a stranger would search for you and see what turns up. Now, the hope is there's nothing inflammatory there. But the reality is, for many folks in our modern times, there's a lot of political commentary that's been showing up recently, and people are really hot-headed about politics, opinions about different issues, and it can really be problematic because you never know who your new boss is. Now, you can speak now and be a big shot and say, well, I don't care if they don't like what I think. Well, tell me about whether you'd feel the same way if, 6 months after you started looking for a job, you're about to get an offer and suddenly discover you're not going to receive one, and no one tells you the truth that they looked at your Facebook page and saw all the crap that you've been putting up for years. If you don't think that's true, you're wrong. People are finding stuff through LinkedIn, through Facebook, through Twitter, a whole host of different places. I'll just simply say, you never want to be in the situation where you don't know the real reason you were turned down and are left to wonder, was it that post from 2 years ago? Was it that comment you made about your boss or about something at work that ticked people off? Almost everyone knows that the party photos aren't appropriate. I'll use the example I used earlier, the beer bong pictures. But we know that firms are doing this, and it's easy for them to get access to it. And I'm going to tell you, you don't want to be stupid and blow all that time and energy and effort. And sometimes even if they make the offer, it's a little bit lower, all because you felt angry one day and took it out online. If you feel that way, close the tab, come back to it later. Even if you share the comment, you can do it in a more moderated manner. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few more ways to get information and advice from me. First of all, there's my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. I have more than 8,000 blog posts there that you can watch, listen to, or read that will help you find your next job. In addition, if you're interested in my coaching you, at the site there's a button there that says schedule. Schedule time for a free discovery call, schedule yourself in for coaching, interview preparation coaching, salary negotiation advice, coaching related to hiring more effectively, managing and leading, helping you to be a better executive in your organization, and overall being a better employee of your firm. If you have questions for me, you can ask them at Wizio.com/thebiggamehunter. That's WISIO.com/thebiggamehunter. The price at Wizio is less than 1/3 of what I'm charging at my website. And I'm doing this because I want to benefit my subscribers here and on YouTube, and only you're going to know about it. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/thebiggamehunter. Mention that you watched or listened to my content. I like knowing I'm helping folks. Once we're connected, it's nice to hear from you. I'd love to hear from you from time to time about how I'm helping. You can also watch me on TV. Did you know that? If you have a Fire TV or a Fire Stick, download the JobSearch TV app for Apple TV, Roku, Sony, Samsung, like 90 different TV platforms. You can watch me on either Zingo TV or BingeNetworks.tv. On YouTube, subscribe at JobSearch.TV.com and have access to thousands of videos I've created. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Be great!
When you're ready to ride Metro, we want you to know we're ready for you. Here are just a few of the people at Metro to tell you how we're doing our part to keep riders safe.
We're cleaning like never before with hospital-grade cleaning.
You'll find hand sanitizer stations all over the metro.
No mask, no Metro. Need one? We have a few extras.
At Metro, we're doing our part to keep the DC area moving. Find out more at WMATA.com/doingourpart.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
This Thanksgiving, think outside the oven and get Thanks Grilling with Ace. Get a new grill and choose from top brands like Traeger, Weber, and Big Green Egg to add even more flavor to your Thanksgiving turkey, side dishes, and desserts. Plus, right now, get free assembly and delivery on all grills and accessories $3.99 and up. For the best help on the best grills, stop by your local Ace and get Thanks Grilling. Ace Rewards members only through December 24th. See participating stores for scheduling or exclusions.